Like, let's just go and see what happens.
Listen,
Hey, guys.
if Young Metro don't trust you, he's gonna burn it down. This is.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dude's Brunch, your late night morning talk show. I'm your host Taylor, and with me this week for our 85th episode, the Terry Crews anniversary, if you will, it's Tyler Reed. Tyler, does Young Metro trust you?
I sure hope so. I don't think I want to get shot, which is a joke I previously didn't understand until literally 5 seconds ago.
What do you have for brunch today?
So today I had the pretty standard. I had coffee and Emporium. However, I will instead tell you what I had on Saturday, which I think is more interesting. So had our first session of our D&D campaign. My roommate David was the DM, and I was one of the characters. I almost died. I was one hit point away from dying, but that's beside the point. Catherine and I made a delicious gluten-free sausage and egg casserole and some store-bought donuts, and boy, was it good. And a side of fruit, raspberries and blueberries.
Sean, what did you have for brunch today?
Well, when I got up at 5 o'clock this morning because I couldn't fall asleep, I had an ice cream cone.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Caramel
Like
filling.
just a cone?
Oh no, caramel filling. Nut topped with just like one of the standards like Joy cones that you get. Yeah, good stuff. And then for my second breakfast when I got up, Sarah made me egg on toast. So I had that.
What about 11sies?
That was about when the second one happened.
All right, well, second breakfast.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the reference, it's fine.
It's okay.
What?
It was a Lord of the Rings reference.
I've never seen those movies.
Exactly.
Oh, or read the books, I assume.
What are books?
Yeah, that's right. What are books?
Says the man who's literally read more books than the other two of us combined. Well, I'm your host, Taylor, and for brunch this morning, even though I'm in Atlanta, hashtag rise up, hashtag dirty birds, hashtag go Falcons, this morning I had donuts and Skyline chili dip for brunch like a fucking MVP. It was delicious, and I don't regret any of it. Mostly because I went for a long run today.
That's good.
So we're recording this during the Super Bowl. We're not going to talk about football. So if you came here for that, I don't know what you think this podcast is. You should probably leave.
Hot take. Fuck the Patriots.
Literally not even a hot take. I feel like half the country feels that way. Probably more than half.
They're the John Cena of football. I stole that joke from someone else.
That's a good joke, though. In other follow-up, last week we talked about Neil Cicerega's mouth moods. We'll put in the show notes an interesting keynote address that he gave at XOXO Festival last year, where he kind of talks about why he makes these things and what his upbringing was and how he came about on the internet. Turns out he's a super cool dude who's like way too smart for his own good and is really good at making things that nobody else could think of on the internet.
I don't know if you guys saw the SNL bit last night of Melissa McCarthy playing Sean Spicer.
I did not know, but everybody's talking about it.
It is hilarious. It's probably one of it kind of does this proud comedy bit that's absolutely hilarious. It's just fantastic. I wish that you would have seen it, but I know that you Snapchatted me saying that you were at a bar at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't really know how you managed to do that, but
we closed that place down.
Oh, hey, I closed the bar down too. I had to put all the board games away.
Your night sounds a lot less fun than the one that Taylor probably had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen those ads for that PBS show where they put cameras inside of animals, dummies, and they like put them in the wild.
No.
Have you guys seen the ads for this? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, everyone. It's Sean again, talking this week about another topic that I want to talk about because I bogart this whole show. And this week, I want to talk about the documentary series on PBS.
It's actually on BBC.
It's on PBS, too. Just for the record, I just sent you the BBC links.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
God, it's my topic. Get off of it, bro. Step off.
Oh, God
Step off my baby, son. So back to what I was saying. You can watch it on BBC or PBS if you live in America. The best place to live. Thank you. It's called Spies in the Wild, and it's about little animals with little eye camera thingies and like little rocks and little tortoise cameras and stuff. There's lots of cameras and lots of different animals, and they record the most intimate moments of animal life. This episode last week was called Love in the Wilderness, and it was about maternal love, and had elephants and crocodiles and monkeys and all kinds of good stuff. So I shared some videos with the guys so we could talk about more or less the concept of Spies in the Wild, creepy animal cameras. So let's kick it off. What do you guys think about the little clips that we saw, the alligator and the sea otter?
The fake animals they use that have cameras for eyes are really, really well made. Like, they even make them move like the animals would, which is way more than I expected. When you kind of pitched this idea to us, I just expected them to be like little dummies of an otter. But it's like a full animatronic otter that moves its head around and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah. Some of them are better than others.
And you see that robo eye, and you're like, God, that's the nightmare fuel right there. And then you kind of get over it after a little bit.
Yeah, I wish they would like show the robo eye once so that you understand what it is, and then stop showing it.
Don't look at my robo eye, please.
I'm self-conscious. So yeah, some of them are more convincing than the others. Like when you look at the one that is terrible is the monkey one. It's called the Langur monkey, if you can find it. It is actually this horrifying looking bionic monkey thing that is really creepy. But the best one is probably Turtle Cam. That one, it looks like legitimately like a turtle, and it walks around like a turtle. And they move it. They have it with the elephants. It looks really cool. It's pretty convincing. But
oh yeah, this monkey doesn't look real at all.
Oh no, it's creepy.
I don't want to look at it. I already hate monkeys in general. Oh, that's so terrifying. Holy shit. Oh god. And then you just rip this fucking monkey apart, this robo monkey. They're like, what are you? You're not real at all.
No, they think it dies and they like mourn it.
Oh, this suddenly got adorable. You're right.
That's what I mean.
God, this is such a...
So the premise of this show is really interesting until stuff like this starts to happen. And then I feel like they're going to run into some issues of like animal rights activists saying it's unethical to do this. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're misleading these animals, and like in this case they obviously developed this attachment to this thing that they think is one of them and it's not. I don't know. Like,
way to go there right off the bat.
I mean,
take it there.
I think this particular case kind of brings it there, but some of the other ones, like the animals just kind of ignore the camera animal. Right. Like in the alligator one, they just kind of ignore it.
No, they pick it up and put it in the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You didn't get to that part, but they pick it up and put it in the water with all the other little gators, and it keeps recording when it like sinks to the bottom. But they show another angle of like the stork that's coming to eat the other little baby alligators, and mother alligator just like totally owns it. But I guess if you watch the PBS version, you'd have to see all of that, not just the
YouTube preview.
The YouTube preview of the BBC version. But the elephant one is adorable if you like mammals. There's a little baby elephant one.
You know, I think I understand where Taylor's coming from. But I mean, they're obviously upset.
The morning monkeys are upset, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, how much damage do we think that really does to them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it a good idea? I mean, probably not. I mean, if this is like sort of an experimental technology, I mean, you might as well try it. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely worth the effort of trying it. It's a really cool way to make a nature documentary. I feel like the nature documentary space has been kind of the same for a while. Like ever since GoPros, it's just kind of been like all nature documentaries basically look the same and they kind of cover the same material. But I do like this embedded camera thing because you get some moments that you definitely wouldn't ever get otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Like there was one that they did in this first episode where they found these, what are they, like red-billed toucans, and they're like building this nest. And I guess the female toucan goes in the nest for like 3 months and just like barricades herself in there. And dad toucan like kind of feeds the whole family while she's in there with the babies. And like they put a fake egg in there, and it actually like hatched when it was in there, and it had a camera in it. And like mama toucan's like trying to feed the robot toucan, and it's like feeding the other little baby toucans because it doesn't have to eat. So like they're definitely artfully done about it. Like I think that they probably went through like permissions to do all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
Can't
for
imagine.
sure.
But it's cool to see like the inside of the nest and stuff like that, like all these angles that you never would have gotten to see.
Right. And like I think maybe the pro is that I mean I don't know how much footage we have of like literally the morning of these monkeys over loss. Like you can't just like capture that. Like, I mean, I'm sure they probably have it somewhere and they probably recorded maybe with their, like, people have seen it. But, like, this is, like, real life footage of them, like, really grieving about this. And, I mean, yeah, it's, like, for, like, our entertainment. But I think that is really insightful into, like, their society.
Yeah, there are definitely things that you can learn about the animals through something like this that I don't think you would get any other way. Which is really, really cool. So, I mean, what animals do you guys want to see on this that they haven't done? Because they've already done a bunch of these.
I mean, they already got my boys, the Otters, so, I mean, I'm pretty much covered.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just ready to see whatever they want to see.
I think the best animals are going to be the ones that are probably, like, perceived as, like, dangerous or, like, they feel like they'd be the hardest probably maybe to film. Like, for example, like a crocodile, I feel like is a perfect candidate for that because I think my empathy for a crocodile, like, increased exponentially from watching it just take care of its children. And it made me feel like so much more. It gave me like an insight into how they interact.
I think I want to see like giraffes or like some other really large animal. Particularly a pack animal. Like the elephant one is cool because they're in packs, but there's something about like the way packs behave around each other that I would be very interested in seeing.
I got it. I want to see a vulture. Let's see. I don't know how they interact. I don't know how they take care of their young. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true, because they're kind of like solitary animals. They don't really travel together all that much.
I mean, I think they hang out. They definitely...
Yeah, but you don't see like a flock of vultures. You see like two or three of them.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
Do like a flying camera?
That would be very, very hard to do.
That would be cool, though.
It would be super cool. Yeah, this...
Infiltrated a pack of eagles.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Because eagles fly in packs.
Yeah, this was a cool find, Sean. I'm really impressed by this.
You should check it out. It's pretty good. I did see this morning I was watching NHK, and they had a picture of wild sea eagles. Oh my god. Oh, bald eagles, look out. You guys are handsome, but the sea eagles, almost as handsome. I mean, I know where I'm at in terms of eagles. Like, I know it's number one. But sea eagles, beautiful creatures.
Oh,
look at their big bills. They're just beautiful creatures.
Oh god, this baby vulture he just looks pissed from birth. He's like, God, I've got a bone to pick with the world.
Have you guys seen what's your favorite nature documentary? You guys have one?
I don't know if I did.
Or one that you would recommend. Doesn't have to be your favorite. Be one that you'd recommend.
I don't know. Let's find
out. I honestly can't think of the last nature documentary that I watched.
Not even one.
Not really, no.
Do you ever watch March of the Penguins? You fucking...
Well, I mean, obviously, but that's a lame answer.
I'm going to have to go with Banksy Does New York as my favorite wildlife documentary.
All right.
I don't think that counts either, Sean.
All right, I'm telling you, I think it's pretty close. Nope, just kidding. Tiny houses.
I don't understand what you're even doing with your life and your choices.
It's a very funny joke.
Hey, listen, if you want to live in a tiny little house in someone's backyard, what else does that? What other thing lives in tiny little houses in the back of people's backyards?
Birds. They just call their tiny houses nests.
Get out of here, Taylor.
Oh god, they're ripping this fucking animal apart. Holy shit.
Meanwhile, in Vultureland.
Yeah, oh god, they're hungry boys.
So our next topic is something that's been around the internets for a while now. I know people have talked to me about it and I just never really looked at it before. But it's going to be kind of a topic-y, internet garbagey thing for us this week. The infamous Important Videos playlist on YouTube. If you're not familiar, Important Videos is a playlist that's been around for a really long time, at least a couple of years. And it's 300-ish videos, all mostly less than a minute long. And it's just like cultural garbage. It's like newscasters falling down, people running into stuff, bad commercials, memes. It's just kind of like an assortment of internet trash. And so I sent the playlist to these guys and had them jump around and look at a few things. Sean and Tyler, is this not the greatest treasure trove of internet garbage the world has ever seen?
How do you really feel?
I don't...
You don't feel? I know, me too.
Yeah. This really just is an internet playlist of garbage. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to it. Like, it is what it is. Do you feel like it was important that you see these videos?
Oh, they are absolutely essential because I feel like this is exactly like that kind of thing that, like, you know, there's your regular memes. You know, you got your Pepe's, you got your various other text-based, you know, and image memes. It feels like these are like kind of like for example, it starts right up at the top with probably the most notable one. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not familiar, Yee is a video from a children's dinosaur cartoon.
And it's like this is like just like I feel like one of these essential things of the internet that you need to like kind of watch to like almost like educate yourself, or like you just really like want to just like,
it's kind of like an intro course to the internet.
Right. Because like for example, Nick Robinson remixed a version of the Yee with like a really shitty like Pokemon animation. And I was like, what does that mean? Where did this come from?
And then you had to go find the original Yee.
Yeah. And so this is like, it's like the epicenter. It's like where all good ideas come from. Almost.
Yeah, a lot of the videos that you see in the Important Videos playlist have been recycled in other places like that. A good example is one that's called Oh Shit. And it's a kid on his back porch, and his dad throws him a baseball, and when he goes to swing at it, the bat flies out of his hands and goes straight through their glass sliding door. And like that clip has been used in so many Vines, but now you can like see where it originally came from. Or the pumpkin dance, where the guy on the news station is dancing in front of a green screen with a pumpkin in front of his face for seemingly no reason.
I don't really know what to say about this. I just watched a video of Shrek in some kind of Second Life world humping some other Second Life character.
Is this it, Sean? Have we gone too deep?
I think... Yes.
Oh no.
I think
broken.
I'm broken.
I think Important Videos is a treasure. I really do. I think if I were introducing someone to kind of the contemporary meme economy, like Tyler was talking about, I would show them this playlist because it does have some classics in it, but it has some new favorites of mine in here as well, like Sad Full House, which is where they edit together episodes of Full House so that they just end on really, really sad discussions. So, like, Michelle asks Danny Tanner, "You're my dad, but where's my mom?" And he looks at her and he's like, "Your mom is dead." And then Full House theme roll credits. And that's like all the video is. And I'm like, this is great. I love this.
Well, it makes you feel good about your life when you get to see something like that.
Another of my favorites is called Go Protest, Welcome to My Channel. Have you guys seen this one?
Mm-mm.
So if you have not seen Go Protest, Welcome to My Channel, basically it's this really intense hardcore music playing, and then you see these kids sitting in a bedroom and you think they're gonna like fucking mosh out. And then the chubby kid in the center just gets this stupid grin on his face and starts doing weird neck motions for the rest of the video. And like, it's just stupid fun. I love it. It makes for a really good little meme. A nice refreshing little meme, if you will.
I just found 12 bricks.
I just found 12 bricks is another good one. Yeah.
Nickelstats? What is this?
Look at this graph.
So Nickelstats is a iteration of the look at this photograph meme where they have the guy from Nickelback say, "Look at this graph." And then they just awkwardly hold on him for like 3 more seconds, and that's the end of the video. See, and that's what I mean. Like, Important Videos is the only place you can go to find quality content like Nickelstats. So I realize you guys are fairly new to Important Videos and haven't watched 280 of them like I have over the last week. But if you had to pick a favorite so far, what do you think is the most important video?
I feel like when you say the most important, you gotta be like, yeah. I mean, come on.
You think Yee? I mean, Yee is a classic.
But I mean, I don't know if that's... He just keeps sending me new things. Why do you do it? Why?
This is all gold. This is just letting my YouTube just continually autoplay. It's pretty much ever since we did Go Protest, it's just been the next one, the next one, the next one.
Yeah, it's just running down that playlist.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You're going like in order. I think Tyler's right. Yee is a classic. My new favorite though, I've seen this meme before and I didn't really know much about it, and now I found it in this list. It's Brett the Kazoo Kid. Are you guys familiar with Brett the Kazoo Kid?
Oh god, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's from this video that's just all about kazooing. And they
I think I have seen this. I think you showed this to us.
This one's a little long. We don't really need a fucking...
No, we don't need to watch like the whole kazoo video, but they recut a few parts of it for Important Videos. And it's just like nonsense kazooing. Somewhere
this kid is like in college in California, like right now, and his roommate just found this, and the next time that he has to go to class, they're gonna like project this in front of the entire class, and only he's gonna know who it was. It's gonna be super awkward.
I bet people just follow him around kazooing his life.
I bet every time he hears that, he cringes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, without a doubt.
What about you, Sean? What do you think's the best or the most important video?
See, I'm gonna have to just go with the stereotypical answer and say yeah, because if you can get that, then you'll pretty much understand what the rest is going on. That's a good starter.
Yeah, it's very appropriate that's at the top.
It's like we did a 101 course, and you're like, today we're gonna learn how American government works. And first we have to define what is a government. Like, and you just watch and you're like, okay. I get what a video meme is now. Like,
if you have an hour or so to kill, I highly recommend just putting on Important Videos and letting it roll. Not all of them are great, but they're all important.
Not even all of them are rememberable, but you'll definitely be like, hey, I get this joke.
right, so in keeping with what is our most varied episode yet, we're introducing a new segment called, I don't know what we're going to call it. I guess it's a segment where we answer questions that people give us on the internet. Somebody come up with a name for it.
Internet question answer segment?
Internet question answer segment.
Idiot.
There you go. We're real good at catchy names here at Dudes Brunch. Anyway, we posted in r/casual IAMA this evening and asked people for questions. People that don't listen to our show, just to kind of see what they would want to know about us. Our first question comes from, I'm going to have to bleep this. Our first question comes from Filthy Dumpster.
Elegant, sir, or madam. I'm not sure.
Live your life. They want to know, who is your secret man crush?
It wouldn't be a secret if I told you.
It wouldn't be, but I think Tyler collectively decided for all of us earlier that the podcast secret man crush is Terry Crews.
It is Terry Crews.
Mine is different.
But what I'm saying is, as a collective, if we all had to have one secret man crush, it would be Terry Crews. Specifically, Terry Crews lip syncing Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles. Do you have some hot Terry Crews facts for us, Tyler?
For the Wikipedia page, well, if you didn't already know, okay, is an American actor and former American football player. He currently appears as NYPD Sergeant Terry Jeffords in the Fox sitcom Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Let's see here. He was in White Chicks, Idiocracy, the Expendables series. I can't even say words. Apparently, he was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
He did those Old Spice ads for a while.
Yeah, he did do that, and he was in Everybody Hates Chris, which was a just all right Nick at Night sitcom.
That's right.
His first job in the entertainment industry was a courtroom sketch artist in Flint, Michigan. Fun.
The more you know about Terry Crews. All right, our next question comes from the Dreamwalker182. They want to know if we're available on iTunes. We are available on iTunes, and if you leave us a review there, that would be awesome of you. So thank you.
But only if it's a 5.
Only if it's a 5-star review.
Otherwise, make it a 1.
Yeah, we go for gold or nothing around here. So that's all the questions we had for this week. If you have questions for us on the show, tweet them at us or find us on Facebook or do whatever it is you can do to get questions to us. And maybe we'll bring this section back once in a while and just answer some questions from y'all on the show.
Like if we should have our own subreddit.
Maybe we should. If you think we should
Say
have
it
our own
out loud.
subreddit, let us know.
It's definitely something I've wanted for a very long time, and I don't know what it would involve or if it would actually be useful at all, but it sounds really fun.
All right, kids, it's time to round the show out like we always do with a round of shameless plugs. We're going to start, as always, with Tyler Reed. Tyler, assuming that the world doesn't implode by the time this episode comes out, where can the people find your stuff on the internet?
Hey everybody, you can find my design and illustration work at tylerdreed.com. You can find me in the socials as TDR Design on Instagram and Twitter. Still going strong with my daily drawings, drawing various villains like Wario and Ganondorf. So if you have any suggestions for that, I'd love to hear them.
Sean, assuming, we don't ignite a third world war or something in the next 6 days, where could the people get in touch with you?
You can check me out at Screw You Tom Brady. No, just kidding. You can check me out at sevans8910. Sorry, I just don't like Tom Brady. I'm really nervous about the end of the Super Bowl now.
Well, the good news is that when this episode comes out, it will have ended a week ago, and everyone will already know.
I'm not going to be wrong twice on this podcast.
Let's hope not.
Well, I was kind of right the first time, but I shouldn't have been. It was all just a joke. Sorry.
And what a sinister joke it was. Well, I'm your host, Taylor, and of course you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and all the things as TC Olmstead, and you can follow the show and like the show. We are at Dudes Brunch on the socials as well. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for more brunch. So the idea is that they like take fake animals and put cameras inside them and place them around real animals?
Yeah, and then the other animals have to like. Here's a good one.
Probably get real naughty on them. They probably bone down real hard if I had to guess.
Why'd you have to take it there? Why'd you have to go there?
Because animals love the fuck. What are you talking about, dude? They love getting the dirty on. Pound.